Welcome to the next Blast from the Past series video. In this week's episode, I'm sharing with you these two different 1958 Chevrolet Impalas. Both of these are built from the AMT 1958 Chevrolet Impala Coupe kit number 6548. That's 6548. The history of this kit goes way back to like 1958. But the kits for these two cars were repopped right around 1983. They were both built about a year apart from each other, starting, I think, right around 1988. I was still living in Charleston, South Carolina at that time. It was an interesting time for me and my family then. I was on my last year sea duty and would soon be moving to another town in another state to start another job at another command. Yay. Life in the Navy. So, in 1988, the blue car was the first one to be built. I basically built this one box stock using some of the optional parts that were available in that 3-in-1 kit. I did use the custom seats and the custom steering wheel, but basically it was built box stock. I don't remember if the tri-power V8 was the stock option or if it was a custom option, but I built the tri-carb V8. I think that was a 348, if I'm correct. That they put in the 58 Impalas. I might be wrong, but I believe it was a 348 tri-power. But if I'm wrong, let me know. So as far as the paint goes on the blue car, I don't remember the brand of the paint or what the color name was. Back then I was still using strictly rattle cans. I hadn't started my airbrushing era yet. I didn't start airbrushing until right around 2005-ish. So I haven't been airbrushing very well for a long time. Because this was built, both of these were built in the era of rattle can, I wasn't applying clear coats either. So what shine is on the paint is what came out of the can on the day it was painted. Now, in the 90s, I pulled these off the shelf and I added all the bare metal foil to them that you're seeing right now. Prior to that, they didn't have bare metal foil. It was just painted. I didn't even try to use any kind of a Sharpie because that wasn't a thing back then either. And I didn't have the patience or the steady enough hand to try to brush paint that. So it was just, the trim was all painted the same color. Like I said, I added the bare metal foil sometime 95 or 96-ish. When bare metal foil first hit the market, I kind of went crazy with it. And I started pulling old kits off the shelf and breaking them down, adding the foil, and putting them all back together. So there you are. Now on to the other car, the faux convertible. That was something that I came up with on my own. As far as I know, there is or has never been an AMT kit anyway that was a 58 convertible. So I built that on my own. I think what had happened, there was something wrong with the roof, and I decided to chop it off. Besides, I didn't want two 58 Impalas that looked identical, so I just made one into a convertible. I didn't really know how to or took the time to fashion a convertible boot for that car, so there isn't one there. But I still think it kind of looks cool the way it is. And so with that, the green 58 there, I use a lot of the custom parts, except for like the optional grill and taillight parts. I thought those looked a little goofy. And I figured if I was going to chop the top, I should make it a bit sportier than the basic stock version. So I added the fender skirts, the mag wheels, the hood scoop, the custom seats, and I think that was about it on that particular one. Oh, and the custom steering wheel and the center console with the floor shifter. The paint on that, I don't really remember what the brand was. I believe that might be a Testors rattle can jade green. I believe that's what the color was. I'm not 100% certain on that either, but that kind of looks like the jade green metallic that Testors was making back in the day. So both of these cars were basically my first experience with kits that had opening doors. I may have built one when I was younger, but I don't remember exactly if I had or not. I don't recall ever building one with opening doors before. Opening hoods, yes. Opening doors, no. No opening trunks either. So my choices for the interior color schemes in those days, they were somewhat limited, and I didn't have the option of looking up what these cars' interiors look like, and there certainly wasn't a ton of them on the road any longer at that time. And of course, this was when the internet was just a twinkle in the inventor's eye. So I ended up just throwing a bunch of colors together that sort of looked okay-ish together. I know the interior in that convertible looks kind of wild with the brown, and that was white, but it's kind of turned kind of a beige color over the years. So yeah, and the blue on the dashboard, I don't know where I got that from. I just, like I said, I just threw a bunch of colors together. So that's the way they were. Now, both these cars were built using the good old Testors red tube glue throughout the entire car, both of them. I've heard from some folks that they say that the red tube glue doesn't hold. It's too stringy, it's too brittle, on and on and on and on, all kinds of excuses, and I keep getting told that I should use a better glue, blah, blah, blah. I'm here to tell you both of these cars are a testament to the lasting power of the Testors red tube glue. They both have been built over 37 years ago, and the only part that I've lost on either one of them, besides the roof, is the passenger side reverse light on the blue one. That was lost years ago during a move. I have no idea where that went, but it's missing. So if that's the only part that had fallen off in over 37 years of being built, moving up and down the East Coast of the United States, I count myself pretty lucky. So I've lived in 6 different states during my time in the Navy, and that's quite a few miles being bounced around in the back of a U-Haul truck for these model kits that you're looking at in my Blast from the Past series. Have I had to repair some? Yes, I won't deny that. I have had to repair some of them, but for the most part, they've all stayed together. I haven't lost too many parts, hardly any actually. Usually it's stuff like the tires had fallen off the inner wheel piece, or the hood fell off, or something, something mundane like that. I've never had anything just completely come apart. Now, both of these cars were amongst some of my first 1950s era cars. To this point, I was building mainly like 70s muscle cars and that kind of thing. Later on, I did build kind of, a couple of 57 Bel Airs and things like that, and Nomads. But those are for another video on another day. So what do you guys think of these two Impalas? Let me know in the comments section. If you like this video, why not give it a thumbs up? And while you're there, you may as well hit the hype, share, and subscribe buttons. And don't forget to ring the bell so that you're notified when I post new videos. Be sure to follow me on Facebook, or if you like, you can drop me a line at scaleautoguy@gmail.com. Thanks for watching another Blast from the Past video from Scale Auto Guy's Workbench. And I'll see you on the next Blast from the Past video. Thanks for watching, guys.